to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Melanie. Welcome to Mellow Lavender. Today we will be talking about money meetings, but I also talk about things in finance, self-awareness, self-improvement, trying to better your life and all that fun stuff. So if you guys like any of that content, please subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. So I first just want to say I know that a lot has been going on in the world, and I think this is a great time to self-develop in the way that you want to do so, especially if you're working from home and you have that luxury. Please take the time to be grateful enough that you're able to work from home, and then also try to find ways in which you can better yourself and you can make a life for yourself that feels like you're in control of your life and you're doing things that you love, such as YouTube, art, whatever it is that interests you. I think now is the perfect time to do that. So let's get started. So today in our money meetings, we're going to talk about the ending of Q1 and also the beginning of Q2. What are kind of my plans and my goals and what exactly I am planning to do for Q2. Going to be looking at my computer slightly because there's some graphs that I will also put up here somewhere so that you guys can see the growth and what I'm really looking at in terms of Q2. I found that graphs were a great way to show, for me at least, what I can do in over 3 months. If you guys weren't here for the last one, the whole point of me doing graphs or me doing these money meetings is not only to be aware of how I spend my money and where my money is going, but it's also to talk about how I am growing my income, how I am moving towards each quarter, and just a way to be financially literate and financially independent, which is always the goal. Let's first talk about Q1, because I think Q1, there are a lot of things that needed to be said. The first thing was that I got back on rent. Woohoo! So as you know, for Q1, if you didn't, I'll put it in the cards. But for Q1, I was behind on rent. So now I'm back on track on rent. The second thing was that I had to pay a smaller loan. It's about $395. I was able to do that, which was awesome. And also the last goal that I wanted was to save up $300 in savings. Wow, I will say I did save up $300 in savings. It was for different types of savings and now they're no longer there, so such as these glasses. So in reality, I did and didn't save. For the future, I'll be more specific. I think what I meant for Q1 was that I wanted to have an emergency fund of $300. I think that's what I was going by. I definitely don't have that now, especially with everything that's going on. I had to take out some because this is an emergency. But yeah, lessons I learned in Q1 was that, one, I definitely spend more money on food, even when I'm aware of it. I think that I don't prepare myself to buy food in advance or to cook food in advance, so then I have only so many options and I just buy whatever is near me. I've seen that as a habit and I do want to change that. The second biggest thing was that when you really do plan out and focus on your goals, you can achieve your goals. And that was definitely true for me because 2 out of the 3 goals I definitely achieved. I got my glasses. I have the money for my permit. What else was I gonna say? There's just a lot of things that I've done within March and within the rest of the quarter that really led to my success of my goals. Do I wish that I was slightly more frugal, just a little bit? I think yes, especially because I can get carried away and just start spending. But overall, I think I did a really good job. I also went to a financial advisor and got some tips from him as well. So all in all, I think quarter one for a starting point was a really good quarter. For the second month, we're really looking at how can I optimize my money as much as possible, especially with what's going on again. I'm grateful enough that I can work from home, but I know that for some people that's not the case, and I truly am completely grateful for that part. So now it's really about optimizing my time and optimizing the money that I have. So I really want to continue to start saving. So continuing to start saving, because the money that I did have for my emergency fund, I did have to take out because of the emergency. These numbers might change slightly just because of the situation. I had done this prior to what's going on right now, but still about the same in terms of numbers. I also want to significantly decrease my debt. Debt has been a high priority for me. Even for quarter one, I did one debt. For quarter two, I'm really focusing on my credit card debt, which is 2 debts. So I did start this in quarter one. I paid $170 off. Basically, one of my credit cards is closed, and I made a settlement plan to pay off 60%, which is a total about $510. So I did one payment plan. I plan to do another payment plan this coming week when I get paid, and then the last one hopefully would be in April. So I'll be done with that credit card. And then for the second credit card, my plan is to pay it off in increments of $100 to $200. So as you can see in the first chart, this is if I stay at my same job with the same amount of money that I make each 2 weeks. This would be decrease my debt at the end of the quarter. So at the end of June, I will have a total of $790. Again, this is just if I stay consistent at my same job, doing the same amount of payments, not getting any type of money. Now on the second section, this is if I get another source of income, or if I change jobs, or if my income increases. As you can see, by the end of July, I will be completely done with my credit card debt. And as you can see, the second one is a bit more aggressive. And even from April to May, there's a big difference. And that's because, again, I will be paying a significant amount of money. So at the end of the quarter, I would pay off about $1,210, which is a lot of money. Again, at the end of the second quarter, if I get a new job or whatever, I would pay off those $2,073 in total. And I tried to not really think about the money. When I got these glasses, I just paid it off and was thankful that I got my glasses. I don't think about the money because honestly, if you start dwelling on how much you're putting into your debt or your savings or whatever, you're just not gonna want to continue to save or continue to put in debt, because it is a lot of money that is being put towards something. I'm very grateful that I had that money at the time that I had it, because I needed it for school and I needed it for other things, such as groceries and stuff. But now I think it's a really good time for me to just pay that off. You can tell too, my biggest focus right now is debt and savings. That's definitely Q2 for me financially. I have personal debts, so this is debt-free 2 chart. These are debts from like family members and friends and stuff. They're very kind to give me money at times where I was not working. So as you can see, I owe one person $1,952, and the second person I owed about $1,400. So for the first person, this is as is. This is a consistent. If all is well, I am consistent, I don't have any extra money, this is what I would be contributing to them. So as you can see, for April, nothing has changed. For May, I would pay off about $200 or so, and then for June, I'll pay about $100. Then for the second person, which I put as DE, again, you see in April, not much has changed because I'm more focused on credit cards. For May, I'm looking at paying about $350, and then June about $100. And for the second person, this is if I have just extra income coming in and I can provide more money towards that debt. That's where that would go. Now we're on to savings. So savings for me was really an eye-opener, because when I first was looking at my savings, when I wrote everything down, I did not see any real change because there wasn't a total number. It was just like, I save $100, I save $50. And again, to encourage myself, I need something where I can actually see how my money is growing. So again, on the left side where the green is, we start off with $96 in the end of March, sorry, the end of Q1. With $96. This might change slightly, I'm not sure yet, because I had to take out some money from there for groceries. April, we see it increases to $246. I believe I'm contributing about $150. In May, because there are 3 paychecks in May, that's where most of the savings is coming from, and that's why I contribute a total of $300. And then in June, we go up to $625, and that would be the end of Q2 with $625 in my savings. I really want that to be 1,000, but again, I'm not putting pressure on myself. I really just want to make sure that there are some type of savings and that I'm not touching the savings unless it really is an emergency. The second factor is that this is if I get a new job, yada yada yada. You know the drill by now. This is on the right side. So you see that April is still the same with $246, but then in May, an additional about $744 exactly is put towards savings, increasing this crazy and almost getting to my goal. Then by the end of the quarter, I have about $1,319 in my savings, and that to me would be amazing because that means that I have enough in my emergency fund. Now, I also want to say that I did not put into these charts is that I am saving up for my car. I have to get my car fixed, put a registration and insurance and all that kind of stuff. And that is also something that I'm saving up towards. And that will be included in my constant budget. So that is already included and it's already accounted for, and I'm super duper grateful that I'm even able to do that. I also do want to say that I also was notified that we will be staying here for another year, meaning that my rent will be the same, which is great, and that means that I can put money towards other things. I will show you guys an Excel sheet of my expenses and kind of how I work out my expenses for the upcoming months. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now in Q2. Of course, this can always change, and you guys will see that from month to month. I'll definitely show you guys charts so that you guys are also aware of how I am spending my money. But please let me know if there's anything else that you guys want to see in terms of budgeting, or like how do I budget, or how I budget for different things. I think bar graphs for me are the best things because I have multiple goals in terms of finances that I go through, and sometimes it can get daunting to continuously like try to track each and every one of them. The way that I'm tracking my car expenses is through my second savings. So that's kind of how I'm looking at my second savings. And then my first savings is for my emergency fund. I also will have another savings for hair dyeing. My birthday's in June, and I do want to treat myself a bit and just get my hair dyed. I've been wanting to do it for a while. So I'm also saving a sinking funds for that on a third additional savings. Now, if gloriously I have a third stream of income or a fourth stream of income, and I'm making more money than I initially intended for Q2, again, you will see significantly the debt decrease. I think that's my main thing right now, and then I'll put sinking funds for other things as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I know that this was a lot of information. I also have an Excel sheet, as I said. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy. And tell me, what is your Q2 budget goals? I know for everyone it's different because we're all in different places. Some people make less money than I do, some people make more money than I do, but all trying to have some type of financial goals. So I definitely am interested to see what are your financial goals and how you plan to achieve that. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here, and adios.